Transform your space into a cozy sanctuary with pleasant candles, where every scent tells a story. Whether you're unwinding after a long day or setting the mood for a relaxing evening, our hand-poured premium candles fill your home with luxurious aromas designed to uplift, soothe, and inspire. Breathe in our different scents in according with your smell taste, ranging from fresh mountain mist to beach linen, bringing the ocean breeze right to your home. And for long-lasting fragrance, try our luxurious perfume diffusers. Shop now at pleasantcandles.com and light up your senses today.
How y'all doing and welcome. I am Willie Williams. Appreciate y'all for joining the player. Subscribe. Please remember, go around to the WillieWilliamsShow.com. Y'all check out a few things. Subscribe to the website. If you would like to support a player around here, you can get some for you and them little babies by clicking the Get link on the website. If you'd like to see what we call the event video, please go around to the Patreon, the Willie Williams Show. The link's down there in the description. I need you liking, sharing, telling somebody about a player. We try to get the thumbs up over 500 in every show so we can do something to the algorithm. Listen, we got a PayPal link down in the description. We got $sign, top and bottom. Willie Williams Show, that is the cash app. And if you just so happen to hit that super chat, please don't go over $5 because the player don't know if he getting it or not. They say I get 30, they say that they get 70. God damn it, I think they getting a whole 100. Remember, the midday news show, if you can't watch it with your eyes and you can't use your peripherals and see a player, big word, I hear any goddamn screen. We do got a thing called a podcast on Anchor and Spotify, the Willie Williams Show. Please follow me on IG and Twitter at the WW Show. Appreciate y'all.
Appreciate y'all. What's happening and welcome. Come on in, sit yourselves right on down. How y'all doing? I'm Willie Williams. Thank y'all for joining the player on this Tuesday. Today is Tuesday. It is Tuesday, August the 26th, 2025. We're not going to stress the 100 thumbs up. We're not going to stress the 100 thumbs up. I would just like for all the people who come in the building, just go ahead on and hit the thumbs up when you come in the building. We're just going to leave it like that right there. Oh, man, look at Pepsi. Pepsi letting go 9 flavors. Ain't that about some? Man. Y'all still alive. So it is a blessing. Oh, I need one of them. I need me one of them right there. Show enough do. It say, Willie, say it with your chest. I don't know. I feel some type of way today. Listen, I just may go off the rocker. It ain't no telling what might happen. Shit, I'm scared of myself right now. I'm scared of my doggone self. It is what it is. Say the 4-4. Kid Walker is up in the building. Say checking on in the place to be with Willie. What it do. Thank you for being around here. The ATL is up in the building. What's happening? Shout out to Florida lawmakers who want to abolish homeowners associations. I really do appreciate them good people right there. We got to get rid of this stuff. Although I'm in a wonderful association, but I think all across the country, this is a real problem with association because we give associations too much power. In my opinion, we've done stories about the associations to where people getting locked up and all that fly shit behind the association. The only thing that I like about the association, it stops people or it is supposed to govern people in your community to not bring down your property value. You know what I'm saying? I do understand why home associations was invented, created. You know, I do get that right there because a lot of things your neighbors may not care about the community like you do. They may not care about the increase of your property. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people be renting in your community and they really don't give a damn because like they're not owners. They don't have a foot in the game out here in these streets, and they just may want to keep trash in the yard or don't cut their grass or have cars broken down and all that fly shit out in front of their homes, and they renting though. And that still will bring down the property value. You know, so I do understand why the HOAs was needed. I like a HOA, but with all the power that they got ahead in the street, I'm glad that we trying to that some people is like enough is enough. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. North Carolina's up in the building. What it do, man. Thank y'all for joining. Houston is up in the building. Say salute. Willie. Dallas up in the building. What's happening? What is good, man? Really not in the mood today. I'm just really not in the mood. I got a lot going on. I'm thinking. I got a lot of thinking going on. Shout out to DJ. Shout out to DJ for the $10 cash app. I appreciate that right there. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Shout out to Hidden Hills for the $2 cash app. Say the $2 challenge for Unc Early. That's what I'm talking about. I appreciate that right there. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Tennessee is up in the building. Say the Bronx, New York is up in this bitch. Say what poppin', Pastor Lake, these 30 minutes of fire. What's happening? Say shout out to Red Eagle for the $2 cash app. You say I was watching A Domestic Love before service. Now that is some good stuff to be out here watching. Man. He say First Light coming at you from Sandy Springs, ATL, waiting to get my '08 Crown Vic delivered in October. Say get myself right out here in this bit. That's what's up. You is my brother. What's happening? Man. I'm glad that y'all is having a good time. I'm glad that y'all feeling fine today. Feeling fine. If you're not feeling too good, I hope that by the time the show is over, that you feel like a little better or something like that right now. I really do hope so. They say the 281 Houston, Texas say, hope ever you can get fired up. Hope you can get fired up. Hope everybody. I don't need much note. Damn it, I'm trying to break it down. I'm trying to do the best that I can. I really am. You put the words together and then throw me off out here in these streets. Baltimore's in this thing. What it do, man. All right, hell, let's go on and just talk about a little something. Let's go on and talk about a little something, man. If you, South Carolina say the 803 is up in the building. If you is a person who watched the Willie Williams show, just make sure that you is subscribed. Please check your subscription, and also please check to see if the bell, if you have the bell thing clicked. Cheating. Let's talk about cheating real quick. I saw an article to where they want to discuss cheating. They want to discuss cheating, and like I've been trying to tell y'all for years, cheating is not the problem. Cheating really truly ain't the problem. It's only a problem if you get caught, because that shows a lack of respect out here in these streets. I do believe that whether somebody, a lot of people, they don't cheat physically, but a lot of people, they cheat mentally, as we know out here, because do y'all know that it's strange that we call things cheating? Let's just let them. And it's only cheating because it's some shit that you want to do. Right. Imagine if you live your life and was in a relationship to where I think open relationships is really good. I think open relationships is really good because you tend to live your best doggone life. I was just thinking the other day, and I was saying to myself, because I was thinking about God. I was thinking about God. I was thinking about God. I was thinking about y'all's religion, Christianity. You know, we came up in it. People do this thing called ask for forgiveness and stuff. That please, Lord, my bad. Damn it, I ain't mean it, but I had fun doing it. You know what I'm saying? And I won't do it again because I'm supposed to be following you, but I really can't all the time because the weekend come every goddamn weekend. You know what I'm saying? So. You know what's crazy though? I know people try to make they walk in their religions. I do understand that right there, because this is how we was trained to make that walk. You gotta walk in the way of the Lord, I do not believe that you was really living when you're trying to walk in the way of somebody else or some type of leader or something like that right there, or some God. I truly believe that you was living your best life when you is doing exactly what you want to do, like I've been out here saying for a long time. But the reason that people have to ask for forgiveness, because that's really what they want to do. we grew up saying, God forgive me, God forgive me. Oh, please, please, Lord, please forgive me. I won't do it again. Like when you get pissy drunk or when you get too high, when you really, really high here, Lord, please, Lord, just take this feeling away from me. I promise, Jesus, I would never get on that reefer this good again. I promise you. Lord, I didn't even mean to drink last night. Hell, because by me drinking, I woke up too late. I couldn't go to church. You know what I'm saying? Lord, please forgive me because I had a threesome and I went raw with both of them. You know what I'm saying? We just be doing stuff. We just be saying stuff. The reason we ask for forgiveness is because that's what we really want to do. You really want to do the things that you be asking forgiveness for. Just saying. Shout out to the Method to My Madness for the $5 cash app. Say, Pastor the plate, y'all. Happy Tuesday, Pastor. Happy Tuesday to you too. What it do? What it do? Do y'all know all the things that well, let's say the majority of things that we will ask for forgiveness for, we actually want to do them things. The things that we have been told that we should not do, we actually want to do them things. We just do. We just do. Like people say, you should not curse. Stop cursing. Why can't you use the English language? Like, just because you choose to not use the English language, I choose to use the English language. I don't understand. You should. I like to curse. How many of y'all like to curse? And I don't mean curse like putting a curse on people. I'm talking about cussing, cuss words, not curse words. Yeah, I can't say what I want to say. This is why I can say shout out to the women. Shout out to all the women on earth. Shout out to all the women on earth, and shout out to all the women who have been fighting for the liberation of females. Shout out to the LGBT community. Shout out to the LGBT community, and shout out to all of you all who have came out the closet. You done bust on out the closet, and you just out here living your best life. Shout out to y'all. Because of one thing that women and the LGBT community, our brothers and sisters, they fought to be able to do what they really want to do, despite how they was raised and despite the law, well, not the morals of the land. Let's say the morals of the land. Let's say the morals of the land. Yeah. This is why I have been saying for the longest that I appreciate hoes. Like I respect hoes, but I respect whores. I really, really do. I really, really do. I don't respect the undercover hoes. It's kind of like women don't respect the down low brothers and stuff like that right there. I don't respect the down low hoes. I just think that y'all need to just come on out the closet. Stop being afraid. Stop being afraid. Say closets can be musty. Chicago's in the building. What it do? You know, I just just be honest. And I do understand because we talk about honesty. We talk about honesty around here in these streets. And as we know, when your ass be honest, you can tell up everything. You can tell up everything. I think we just got to keep lying. Listen. I understand that you don't want to destroy your bag. I do understand that you want to stay friends with your friends and you want to stay family with your family. So I just got to just gone. Just stay with the lie, y'all. It hurt me to say it, but just go ahead on and just stay with the lie. Just stay with the lie. I promise you. I promise you. You can keep your friends and your family. You can keep your people at church and all that. The people at the grocery store still like you and stuff like that. You just didn't listen. So I saw this article. This article says, if your husband has one of these jobs, he's more likely to cheat. It's like, that is interesting. So we basing cheating on the job. Okay, so I'm guessing that somebody did a study. Somebody did a study out here in these streets when it come down to us fang dangling. You know what I'm saying? But I would say, me, Willie Williams, I would say men cheat, space and opportunity. Let's just start there. Space and opportunity. We don't even have to be thinking about cheating that day. Let a situation come up the way you have space and opportunity and that thought in your mind that you're going to get away with. You'll go ahead on and cheat. I know, Willie, not all. Some men just won't cheat just because they don't want to cheat. And that's a fact. Some men won't cheat because they just don't want to cheat. That's a fact. A lot of men don't cheat because they don't want to destroy the household. That's a fact. A lot of men don't cheat because these hoes loose out here in these streets. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot going on out here in these streets, and y'all bitches be trying to keep the baby. Y'all gotta stop trying to keep the baby, and then maybe more men would cheat. Yeah, no. So there's a few reasons why a man won't cheat, but typically we cheat because of space and opportunity. Say black men don't cheat. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's been a lie for a long time talking about us. So I was just scrolling through this thing. Let's just get to the gist of the story. A general social survey to conclude that 18% of men in these top positions have been unfaithful in their marriage. Now, I went over this story. I proofread and I looked at some stuff. Something is missing in the story, but I'm just finna point out what they was out here saying. He say, and the flip side of things, unemployed men ages 25 to 54 are more likely to have extramarital sex since about 1 in 5 have already cheated. So unemployed men from 25 to 54. So ladies, when y'all picking up the unemployed men, they saying that 1 in 5 have already cheated. You know what I'm saying? Studies have shown that men without jobs or those who rely on their wives for financial support feel inferior and insecure, often leading them to seek some sort of fulfillment elsewhere, meaning they too are major cheaters. So if y'all's man depends on y'all financially, you may feel a little inferior, a little insecure, you know what I'm saying? And he's just, to feel better, he go ahead on out here and smash a little something. You know what I'm saying? To feel better, go ahead on and get that off him, you know, so he can build back up his confidence. He's spreading that meat because at home, he's feeling as if he's not winning because he is relying on Hilalala, right? But when he putting that meat down, that's a game that he has been winning a real long time when he put that meat down. You know what I'm saying? So I do understand. He said, while men are often scorned for stepping outside of their marriage, the truth is women are not immune to being unfaithful. I'm glad that they pointing this out. According to the GSS data, Wang found that 14% of women admit to cheating on their partners. Yeah. However, when it comes to the occupation, the difference between the demographics is that women, 21%, in low prestige jobs are the ones more likely to cheat than those in higher positions, 9%, the opposite of men. So it's the opposite of men. So they're saying that the women in the demographics of low paying jobs, but they said low prestigious jobs. They call it prestigious. Yeah. Or prestige is one of them. Pick one. I was waiting on them to tell us. Well, I guess they did Tell us the type of job. The unemployed and the low prestigious job. Yeah. They may have a point. So basically what they're telling us that we out here cheating because we depressed. So we out here cheating because we depressed about money. He said, my marriage girlfriend is a teacher. Be more careful. He said, there's no need to cheat. Honesty is real. That's what's up. That's what's up out here. He said, at home wife might not know how to play the meat flute. We got to get back to teaching. We got to get back to teaching people how to treat us. We want them to treat us like that right there. Yeah. That's pretty much all that they was out here saying. If he out of work, ladies, he's slanging meat. If you paying all the bills, he's slanging meat. Women who is like at Walmart or something like that right there, like a Family Dollar, I am just, wait, hold on. Damn it, I can't even look at that like that right there. I was finna do a search of what is low prestigious jobs, but I guess if you probably make like 25,000 or less or something like that, like on your job or something like certain, that's probably why secretaries be smashing the boss and all that fly stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, you say if he pay all the bills, he gonna cheat. Listen, this is their study. That's what's up. Damn it, did we hit 100 yet? Hold on. Let me get a refresh. Y'all said the pat on the back. Y'all made it over 100, and I'm guessing before 23 out here in the doggone streets. If y'all like to see or read the entire article, please go around to the New York Post and type in if your man has one of these jobs. Go ahead and check it on out for yourself. That's what's up. Bam. Let's run it. Let's go ahead on and run through this good little news out here in these streets. Because we got a few things. He say, what is cheating, though? Cheating is just because you signed up to be monogamous. You signed up to where you wasn't going to get that monkey to nobody else and you wasn't going to get that meat to nobody else. And I do believe that that's probably why relationships fail. Again, we basing stuff, we doing stuff, we living based on a lie. But since we all been trained, and this is why we is in the relationships that we is in. So I also want to say shout out to the people who is in open relationships. So shout out to the people. Yeah, because that will have to be an open relationship to where people actually get to do what they really want to do and still be in a relationship with their significant other. I think those are like the best. They would have to be the best because you actually live in the life that you really want to live. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all our poly brothers and sisters out here. They live in the life that they want to live. Yeah, you're not cheating until you get caught. That's why I say cheating really ain't the problem. It's the get caught part that's really, really the problem out here in these streets. Y'all, I saw something. Damn it, we got action. I'm finna go ahead on to show you something. I'm not finna hold you. I'm not finna hold back. I'm just finna show it to you. Hold on, let me make sure I'm able to go ahead on and grab everything. All right, we got it like that right there. And I don't think that this thing have any sound. I don't think it have sound. What I want to start it from, bam, gonna put this up on the screen. Since I don't think it have sound, the LAPD cops opened fires on a armed man during a street altercation. A player, he just walked up to a car. I think that's a Honda or something, and they just got out of it. Looked like a Chevy Tahoe or something. He got his little Lala with him. She got a knife in her hand. She got on a pink outfit, old body type outfit. That thing tight on her. She got a little gut, but that's natural. That's normal. That's normal. She got her hair braided. She is scratching up the whole car with whatever she has in her hand, which may be a blade. I think it's a blade, a knife, or something like that right there. Okay, they're getting into it. Buddy about to get out of the car. Buddy about to get out of the car. I think somebody got mace. Uh-oh. Oh, he got that fire. The police done rolled up on him. Boom, he tried to shoot the police. Man down. Jesus. Look at this fool. Put your hands up, boy. Put your hands up.
Hey, what are you good? Hey, stay right there. Hey, you got him right there? Hey,
Driver done pulled off here. He gone. Got to be more careful. Somebody jumped inside the driver's seat. Uh-oh. Ooh, he almost got hit, too. Ooh. That is so dangerous. Y'all, I need support around here. I need some more thumbs up. We need some more share buttons and all that fly stuff. We got cash out.
Yeah, I'm good too. Hey, you got him right there?
Wow, this is cool. Well, it's not cool because we don't want to see anybody harmed out in the community. I would not advise you all to do the things that Buddy had done did. I do understand that somebody had done slid up behind him and went to scratching his car. Now, Buddy over here done jumped aside the driver's seat. Like a fool.
Hey, what are you good? Hey, stay right there. Hey, take it off.
It's a Honda Civic? All right. Yeah,
Hey,
that's
don't reach
tall.
here. Hey,
Don't reach.
hey, put it out. I got him. Put that out. I got him. Man, leave him alone. Don't.
32, what is the description of the suspect vehicle? 32 is a black Honda Civic. Let me get you.
Yeah, they pulled up with guns drawn, but the dude in the white, he had a gun.
The suspect is down. No black white shirt. Let me get all right over.
Got to be more careful. See, now I have no idea why she was scratching up his car. Look at that. Just gonna mess up a paint. Do you know how much a paint costs? Paints is going for like $4,000-$5,000. This shit is ridiculous out here in the street. No matter what the size car is, they still gonna tax you. Now I think he got pepper sprayed by the dude in the black, but I don't know because Buddy, he jumped out like he was coughing. Buddy had to grab and get the gun and come on out and bam, bust him upside the head and shit like that right there. And they just jumped out. And he just turned around and went to shoot at the police like, I'm about that life. That's what's up. I would say, please do not try this at home. Now, I got a problem because there is a Tahoe, and I don't see the Tahoe wasn't leaking. In case y'all not paying attention, the Tahoe wasn't leaking until these fools went to fooling out here. Watch it, look. Watch this. This is the Tahoe. It's dry up under here. Well, it's just a little spot right here, but watch this. Pay attention. They shooting. Buddy shooting. They shooting. Somewhere around here, they done hit the goddamn Tahoe, and now the damn radiator done got shot.
Hey, what are you good? Hey, stay right there.
Look at all that damn radiator fluid. If your radiator busts at the crib and you got pets, do not let your pet drink that radiator fluid. They're gonna die.
Hey, you got him right there? Hey, take it off.
Look. Now you need a bumper. Now you need a radiator. You might need a condenser. You know what I'm saying? If they shot the light, you're gonna need a light. And it may got a little bit of the little fender and maybe the grill. You know what I'm saying? Gonna need to go it on and fix all that right there. He gotta run to the junkyard. Yeah, what it is. So listen, you all can be trying to play these games and playing with the police and stuff like that. People who actually go and train when they be out here shooting, you can do that right there. I would just say just do your best to have insurance. Do your best to have insurance out here in these streets. Had to go on and get y'all that right there. It's 7:33 past the hour. I titled this show, and I know that a whole bunch of you all don't like to talk about your beliefs in God and the Lord, and unless somebody talking what you all would deem to be positive, and then everybody's okay with you talking about God and Jesus and the Bible. Everybody's okay with that right there. But if somebody say something that you're not used to hearing, then there's a problem, which I really don't understand, because if y'all supposed to be soldiers for the Lord, you shouldn't let whatever is said about the Lord and Jesus them offend you. You supposed to be a soldier. What type of you ain't gonna make it into heaven. Listen, if you get offended because somebody may be talking sideways about your religion or something like that right there, you shouldn't even get into heaven. I'm gonna talk to God about y'all to see if we gonna let you in. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, we got a situation. A mother. Now, this is a hell of a story. We're talking about a good mother. And the sad part about this story is that I really don't like that they have not given us pictures yet. I need pictures. I need to see who I'm making an opinion on, or who I'm giving a opinion about. I like to see the person. You know what I'm saying? A mother threw her 4-year-old and other kids in the lake. And the father also drowned. But she did say God told her to go ahead on and do it. Now, I know eventually when people may watch this show later on, they may be like, God ain't tell her to drown or kill her babies and stuff like that. My question would be, how you know? And then if your argument is because God wouldn't do that. Hey, whoa, slow me down, pimp. God ain't never had a problem with knocking off kids. Your God ain't never had a problem with knocking off kids. Say she Amish, but she a Christian though. We got a situation, and when y'all hear this doggone story, I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. You say, I had a talk with God and I asked him to stop sending Jesus down here for a minute because they keep taking advantage of him. Facts. Do y'all know if Jesus come back, Jesus gonna be put on child support? It's so many women. I don't need no man. All I need is God and my children. Mm-hmm. God gave me these kids. Facts. Listen. For what they is going to say her situation is, well, hell, I'm going to let them say it.
Tonight, we are getting new details about the tragic story in Tuscarawas County that our team has been following for you since the weekend.
A father and a 4-year-old child are dead, while their wife and mother is in a mental health facility. This is a story that has raised a lot of questions. And today, the sheriff trying to provide some answers to this tragedy. News 5's Nadine Abusada was there covering this story for you. Joins us now live outside the sheriff's office. Nadine, what have we learned?
Why would they put a mother who said God told her to do it in a mental facility? Go ahead, sister. Go ahead.
Well, Katie, Damon, the sheriff's office is describing this as an unusual tragedy. They say the mother was in mental crisis, specifically spiritual delusion. And
spiritual delusion? What would be what would classify as spiritual delusion?
After talking to her family, they learned that there were incidents in the past, but harm was never a part of the discussion until now.
So is harm a part of spiritual delusion? If people is considering harm a part of spiritual delusion, then that would mean all believers is delusional. No?
This was the scene that first raised concern. A 911 call came into the sheriff's office Saturday morning after a mother, along with her 3 teenage children, crashed a golf cart into Atwood Lake.
There were actually people, according to witnesses, chasing the lady, the golf cart, through the grass, yelling at her to hit the brakes because they thought it was, careening out of control.
But as the story began to unfold, investigators realized something was off about this crash.
The first witness that arrives, the help, is asking the woman, does she need help up? And he tries to help, and she suggests to him not to help her, to just pray for her.
Rewind a few hours.
She in the water. She done crashed out. The water wet. Come here. Give me your hand. Let me help you. No, pray for me. All right, sister.
Deputies say the family of 6 who belong to the Old Order Amish Church were spending the weekend at Atwood Lake to relax.
Okay.
But early Saturday morning, the mother and the father went to the lake, where the sheriff says they were performing tasks for God.
Some of them were bizarre. Some of them were just swimming.
Whoa. They was performing tasks for God. Can't nobody say they wasn't performing tasks for God. Come on now. Here we go.
Some of them were bizarre.
Some of them was bizarre. Some of the things that they had done did for God was bizarre.
Some of them were just swimming exercises.
Okay.
The most bizarre was that God told her to allow herself to be swallowed by a fish.
The most bizarre. That baby say, God told me to get swallowed by a fish. Now, why is that unbelievable?
The couple returned to their camper, but the husband, disappointed in his performance, decided to go back to the lake alone.
He took his clothes off to attempt to swim out to prove his faith and likely drown accidentally.
That was the last time the husband was seen. Hours later, the sheriff says the mother took her 4-year-old in the golf cart towards the lake.
She began to express more that she had thrown the child in the water to give that child to God.
The sheriff's office says she then returned and picked up her 15-year-old daughter to perform similar tasks in the water, then did the same with her 18-year-old twins. When the children completed the task to their mother's satisfaction, investigators believe she had plans to go back to the lake.
She drove around the lake erratically, praying a couple places. It's our understanding that she then heard the voice again telling her to drive into the lake.
Teens and their mother survived the crash. After a 2-day search, the 4-year-old and the father were found in different parts of the water.
They located the male 53 yards off the end of the dock on the bottom of the lake. And the divers are both telling me in both cases that the bodies were completely rested on the bottom of the lake.
Now, the mother is in a mental health facility, as you heard earlier, and for the children, they are with extended family. The sheriff's office also told us that the mother is expected to be charged with aggravated murder and possibly other charges to follow. Now, the family and the church did release a statement. I'm not going to read all of it, but to summarize, they thank law enforcement for their involvement, and they say they have been working with this family through their challenges, and they also received professional help in the past, writing that this does not reflect their teachings or beliefs, but is instead a result of mental illness. With all of that being said, still truly a tragedy. For that full statement, you can find it on our website, guys. It's just a storyline and a tragedy that you would never expect to hear, but it breaks your heart learning all the details.
Oh, it's just really difficult listening to the sheriff describe all of that. Nadine, a difficult story. We thank you for your reporting.
It's really difficult listening. We just be saying stuff. It's very difficult for me to hear what happened. You know, what? It ain't like we saw it, you know what I'm saying? But he called things bizarre. The things that she said that she was doing for God, he called them bizarre. She's now in a mental institution. Why is she in a mental institution?
Atwood Lake.
There were actually people, according to witnesses, chasing the lady, the golf cart, through the grass, yelling at her to hit the brakes because they thought it was, careening out of control.
But as the story began to unfold, investigators realized something was off about this crash.
The first witness that arrives, the help, is asking the woman, does she need help up? And he tries to help, and she suggests to him not to help her, to just pray for her.
Rewind.
Just pray for her. There used to be a thing that was said like back in the days when back when I was of the church, you know what I'm saying? They used to say like there was like a scenario that you don't know when God is trying to help you out. They say a man was in the boat or something like that right there. He fell off the boat and the boat sunk or something, and he was treading water, and a boat came and they tried to help him and reaching out. He was like, I'm waiting on God. And then they left. And then another boat came, the same thing. I'm waiting on God. I'm waiting on God. It left. And another one came back and the same thing. I'm waiting on God. And when he had done died, but when he had done went to heaven, he was like, God, why didn't you save me? He said, I sent 3 people in boats to save you and you didn't go. So it's right when she was saying, no, don't help me. Pray for me. Pray for you to do what? Get out of the water, live, don't drown, you know. But I guess she could swim. Here we go.
In a few hours, deputies say the family of 6 who belong to the Old Order Amish Church were spending the weekend at Atwood Lake to relax. But early Saturday morning, the mother and the father went to the lake, where the sheriff says they were performing tasks for God.
I wonder, what was they doing though? Like what type of tasks? What type of tasks? And maybe we have to wait for the updates or something like that. But I really want to know the tasks that they was doing in the water.
Some of them were bizarre. Some of them were just swimming exercises.
Okay.
The most bizarre was that God told her to allow herself to be swallowed by a fish.
Why is that bizarre? When there's a story in the good book. How the hell is that bizarre? And people would be like, hell yeah, that's bizarre. But there's a story in the book to where people was in like a fish mouth. What? Who? Damn it. Hold on. What is the story in the Bible to where a person was in a fish mouth? A fish mouth. The person was inside a large fish mouth is a story of the prophet Jonah. Damn it, Jonah in the whale. Damn it, y'all was saying that right there. Yeah. There's a whole story about Jonah. But he said that it's bizarre. She wanted to do what Jonah had and did. We read books in elementary about Jonah and the whale. Now it's bizarre? Boy, you might get canceled. Listen, Mr. Officer, my peer, you might get canceled for saying that right now.
That God told her to allow herself to be swallowed by a fish.
The couple returned to their camp.
And then his face was like, to be swallowed by a fish. Come on now.
Swallowed by a fish.
The couple,
really? Yeah, it's in the book.
The couple returned to their camper, but the husband, disappointed in his performance, decided to go back to the lake alone.
The husband say, hold on. I'm a failure. Bitch, I got to go back outside. I got to go back outside and do whatever God had told him to do. Damn it, if she wanted to be in the fish mouth because of what God had wanted her to do, I wonder what did God want him to be like in the alligator mouth or something like that right there. Shout out to the luscious one for the $2 cash app. Say the $2 challenge. I appreciate that right there.
He took his clothes off to attempt to swim out to prove his faith.
Oh, he got naked, bucket naked. Go ahead.
And likely drowned accidentally.
He drowned naked.
That was the last time the husband was seen. Hours later, the sheriff says the mother took her 4-year-old in the golf cart towards the lake.
She began to express more that she...
Question. I don't know if anybody going to ask this question. How we know his story? How do we know that he felt bad? Okay, all right. So they could have got that part of the story from the wife. He felt bad and he went back out by himself, but he got naked. And I'm guessing the only reason that they know that he was naked because they found his body and he was naked. That's about it. Damn it. I had another thought, but go ahead.
He had thrown the child in the water.
Oh, right there. She threw the baby in the water.
Seen hours later, the sheriff says the mother took her 4-year-old in the golf cart towards the lake.
She began to express more that she had thrown the child in the water to give that child to God.
Okay. All right. What's wrong with that? That's not a mental illness. She thrown her child in the water to give her child to God. If y'all think that that's mental illness, then everyone who has gotten an abortion, that's a mental illness too then, right? And y'all killed y'all babies without giving the baby, like saying, I'm aborting this baby for God. Y'all just did it on y'all own. But she had a purpose for throwing a 4-year-old. Now, I know us mere humans feel like, oh my God, I can't believe that this happened to a child. Well, what if this was in God's plan? Why would we feel bad because of God's plan? Why? We should be joyful unto the Lord. I think that's how you see it.
Sheriff's office says she then returned and picked up her 15-year-old daughter to perform similar tasks in the water. Then
she picked up her 15-year-old daughter, brought her daughter back out to the lake. Hey, do what I need for you to do.
Did the same with her 18-year-old twins.
And then she got 2 18-year-old twins and brought them on out to the lake. Y'all do what I say do. Shout out to the Amish community, but y'all be having these young girls in control out here in the street.
When the children completed the task to their mother's satisfaction, investigators believe she had plans to go back to the lake.
The only reason the 15-year-old and the 18-year-old survived is because they completed the task that was set before them.
And she drove around the lake erratically, praying in a couple places.
Okay.
It's our understanding that she then heard the voice again telling her to drive into the lake.
Teens and their mothers
What's wrong with that? Who's to say that she didn't hear the voice?
survived the crash. After a 2-day search, the 4-year-old and the father were found in different parts of the water.
They located the male 53 yards off the end of the dock on the bottom of the lake. Okay. And the divers are both telling me in both cases that the bodies were completely rested on the bottom of the lake.
All right, cool. All right. Damn it. I think I still got that first one that I had here. Let me see if I can back out one. Damn it, I pushed a little thing. Don't do me like that. Yeah, I ain't even much tripping though. I ain't even much tripping, man. That baby, she was walking with the Lord. You can't tell me that God didn't tell her to do what she had done said. That
I
God
think
told her
this
to do.
was a husband very devoted to his wife. I think they were also devoted to the Bible, and that just manifested itself incorrectly.
Investigators
It manifested itself incorrectly, so they didn't do it right. How you know they ain't do it right?
calling it an unusual tragedy.
I don't think there's making a lot of common sense out of it.
According to Sheriff Orvis Campbell over the weekend,
You can't make common sense out of the Lord telling a mother to do what she did. Is that what we saying?
a family who's part of the Holmes County Amish community
Say the husband was a simp? No. No, the husband was a Christian.
was visiting Atwood Lake. Around 10:30 Saturday morning, authorities rushed to an area near Atwood Marina West after a woman intentionally drove a golf cart between two buildings, hit a stone wall, and flipped into the water with her 3 teenage children on board.
She drove around the lake erratically, praying in a couple places. It's our understanding that she then heard the voice again telling her to drive into the lake.
Before the
You can't say that she didn't hear the voice, because y'all say that y'all be talking to God. All of y'all who made claims of talking to God, y'all can't say that she did not hear the voice of God. You can't say that she didn't.
crash, witnesses saw the woman and teens huddled closely.
Heads touching, praying very intently
Okay.
next to the water by the kayak launch. So much so that it actually scared some witnesses.
It was soon discovered the woman's husband, Marcus Miller, and 4-year-old son, Vincent Miller, were missing. Through radical statements from the woman, investigators later learned earlier that morning, just after midnight, the woman and her husband jumped into the water.
And this was, yes, a Christian household.
Because
Yes.
God was speaking to them and telling them to do things.
Yes.
Things to prove their worthiness to God, to
Yes.
show their faith as complete.
45-year-old
Like Moses. Moses had to do things for God. And when he messed up, one time, he could not get into the promised land.
Marcus Miller felt that he failed and went back into the water alone. The woman didn't see him again. Then around 8 a.m.,
She ain't even gonna look for her husband. Gotta be more
the
careful.
woman threw Vincent in the water, quote, as an offering to God.
as an offering to God. I know what y'all thinking. God ain't tell that lady to do that right there. And God don't need no offering. You ain't read your book. God take blood offerings. What are we talking about? God been taking blood offerings, and damn it, he like them. Y'all got to sacrifice something out here. You know what I'm saying?
Vincent's body was found.
You can't be saying that you love the Lord and you rock with God. You have a personal relationship with the Lord, and then you got a problem with your man cheating. I'm sick of you. I can't stand y'all. I promise you that right there. You have a personal relationship with the Lord. All y'all, so many, not all, say that y'all got a personal relationship with the Lord. A lot of y'all say that all you need is Jesus. Jesus got so many holes. It's ridiculous. But y'all got a problem with cheating. Go ahead, though.
Found around 6 p.m. Saturday, about 10 feet from the dock. Marcus's body was found around 8:30 Sunday morning.
The manner of these two deaths is pending until completion of the autopsies.
The Old Order Amish Church and family involved released a statement saying in part, quote, "As a church of Christian faith, we believe that we are saved by grace through faith in Christ. And the events of this past weekend do not reflect our teachings or beliefs, but are instead a result of mental illness."
Yeah, that's what they said. And the events of this past weekend do not reflect our teachings or beliefs, but are instead a result of mental illness. Remember, watch this. Look at how they phrased it. As a church of Christian faith, we believe that we are saved by grace. Is they trying to tell us that they only rock with the New Testament and not the Old Testament? Is that what they's telling us? Mm-hmm. This does not reflect our teachings or beliefs, but are instead a result of mental illness. So they're saying her talking to God, following God's word, God's order, that it's a mental illness. Is that what the church, what the church and the Amish community is saying? So if you is taking orders from God, you is mentally ill. I just had to point that out to you good people. This is what the church saying, what the people of the church.
While the woman is expected to be officially charged tomorrow, right now she's in a mental health facility. Officials say that her 3 teenagers are safe and are staying with relatives. Natalie Clydesdale, 3 News.
That baby gonna get, listen, that lady gonna get her children back. I don't know what y'all thinking. That baby gonna get her children back. She just doing what God told her to do, and now y'all upset talking about she mentally ill. And I don't think that that's right. I don't think that that is right, because if y'all saying that y'all is believers, then y'all supposed to believe her. Y'all supposed to be believing her and praying for that baby. I know. A lot of y'all strong believers, Willie, no, this is not right because the Lord would never. I love how people say what God would never do. It just be hilarious to me. As if you know him. That's what's up. Let me go on and put this up on the screen for y'all real quick. Give y'all a little bit of this right here. This is how we're going to end the show. I'm trying to open it up on the back end right now. This is how we're going to end it. Let me go live with that right there. We only going to be around here on YT for about another 20-30 minutes. Give y'all about 1, maybe 2 more stories, and then we going to do this right here. Yeah, baby. That's what we going to do. Let me go ahead on and get this back on up here. Get this back up, right? As y'all come on in, when y'all go ahead on and hit the thumbs up button, man. Oh, they're really fighting against me. So we can't put... I'm just going to leave it like that right there. Got a situation. We got a situation. We got us one. We got us one. We got us one. He tried to evade us. He tried to evade. He tried to get away. He thought that we wasn't going to get him. North Miami police had done arrested a man accused of trying to kidnap a little girl.
On camera in North Miami, we're seeing the moment police arrest a man accused of trying to kidnap an 11-year-old girl. And it's not the first time he's been accused of targeting young girls. Local 10's Terrell Fournay is live with more of this video. Terrell.
And Louis, it appears that police were able to catch this suspect off guard as he was leaving an apartment building with his mother.
Oh, with his mom.
This is the moment that those officers rushed in. Police body-worn cameras are rolling as they make a move on their target.
Turn.
What happened? Relax. The man under arrest, 30-year-old Matthew Duchatelier, who was accused of trying to abduct a young girl just days before.
Matthew, right? What did I do?
That's my son.
Duchatelier is seemingly clueless as he's cuffed and searched and eventually taken to jail.
You've been charged with kidnapping of a child, attempt of a child under 13.
The man appeared before a judge over the weekend. The crime was reported last Thursday on this block in North Miami, near Northeast 136th Street and 10th Avenue. A witness, who doesn't want her face shown, spoke with Local 10 and tells us Duchatelier stopped his car and tried to grab the 11-year-old victim, who was eventually able to fight back and run away.
He grabbed the gate to open it and he ran towards her and grabbed her. She was just screaming, help, help, and fighting.
That crime moved detectives to go door to door in this neighborhood, and they eventually garnered enough leads to point them in the direction of the 30-year-old suspect. It's not the first run-in with the law for Duchatelier. He was arrested last year after being accused of molesting a 13-year-old girl inside of a TJ Maxx in North Miami.
He was accused, so what happened? So he's just out. Is he waiting on trial or something?
What's wrong with you?
And Duchatelier was on probation from that prior case when police caught up with him in this video, now accused of the new crime.
Get him off the screen.
And the mayor of North Miami is expressing his gratitude towards the officers of the North Miami Police Department for cracking this case so quickly. In the meantime, we know that this man is being held in jail without bond for now, primarily because, remember, he was on probation at the time of his arrest, and so he has to see his other judge because of that prior felony case.
Gotta go see the other judge. They done arrested the player in front of his mama. God, some people may say that that's really, really disrespectful. You arrest me in front of my mama, dog? Not in front of my mama. Now my mama know what I had done did. Speaking of doing stuff, hold on, let me get this right here, right here. Speaking of doing stuff, children's best left with their mama them. I promise you. I got a good story out of here. I think this in Oklahoma. Put that there up on the screen for y'all real quick. Bam, we have a grandmother who claims that she didn't know. She had no idea. She had no idea that there was an 11-year-old who was impregnated and had the baby.
I went to Dustin Walker's house. The assistant district attorney said the 11-year-old lived there with him, her stepfather, and biological mother, Cherie.
Look at Cherie. She looked nervous. All right, baby.
Mother, Cherie.
Thank you.
Her next-door neighbor shouted to me nobody was home, so I talked to her instead.
This is getting to me, and I've talked. I said, they're not doing nothing. They're not helping them kids, and I've called.
While I spoke with Cheryl Atkins, I noticed this lady filming across the street, but I continued on with the interview.
They have no running water for the last 2 or 3 years.
Dang.
They have dogs in the house. They have cats in the house.
It look like she just be sitting on that porch drinking sweet tea, ready to tell.
6 children.
When we got to the home, there was some trash in the yard, a broken window, and a bungee cord holding the door locked.
The oldest is 11, and everybody else is younger.
Once Atkins and I finished our conversation, I approached the woman who's filming.
Hi there.
I found out her name was Michelle, and the 11-year-old's grandmother.
Michelle up under the tree, paying attention, being nosy and shit, but go ahead, Michelle. Michelle looked like she played in the movie or something.
11-year-old's grandmother.
We didn't know this was happening. None of us.
How do you think your granddaughter got pregnant?
How did she get pregnant?
She keeps telling us that it was the little 12-year-old boy that I used to keep. I babysat.
She keeps telling us that it was a 12-year-old little boy that I used to keep. Let me explain something. See, no matter the age, them bitches is liars. No matter the age, they is liars. She trying to get, or she would have got a young boy in trouble. She would have got a young boy in trouble. She go ahead.
I used to keep. I babysat. She keeps telling everybody that it was him.
And a lot of people would think, well, that's good that she told a little white lie so she can make it like she had sex with someone around her age and not someone older. Believe all women.
They got curious. That's all I know.
I spoke to Muskoge's Assistant District Attorney, Janet Hudson.
It's our understanding the child had not seen a doctor in over 1 year.
They keep saying that we knew about my granddaughter's pregnancy, and we did not.
First got word of this case, what was your initial reaction? I was horror-stricken to find out that it's an 11-year-old little girl who's given birth and that she had no medical care and she had no one to be with her.
This is getting to me, and I've talked. I said, they're not doing nothing. They're not helping them kids, and I've called about the dogs, called about the children.
Say that she done called them people about the dogs and the churn. Damn it, they ain't got no water over there. Churn nasty around there.
The Assistant District Attorney tells me a paternity test has been conducted, and she expects the results within 2 weeks. In Muskogee, I'm Isabel Flores with 2 News, Oklahoma.
So, check this out. Watch this. So if she said that it was possibly that she had some dealings with the 12-year-old that the grandmother used to keep, he said because they got curious. So if that's true, that she was also having sex with the 12-year-old, but didn't say that she was having sex with the stepdad, then that means that can she be charged with assault on the 12-year-old? Or do we just chalk it up as being curious? Because y'all do know that they typically say that women is that females mature faster than men, and typically it's because they have sex before we do. Typically, I'm just saying. Now it seems like we got the DNA test results. Let's see. Hold on. What? Was I supposed to do the K4? K4 Oklahoma.
Stunning new details in a very disturbing case out of eastern Oklahoma. It is making national headlines. An 11-year-old gives birth inside her home in Muskogee with zero medical care.
Oh, she gave birth at the crib.
Both the child's mother and stepfather are in jail. And now they face even more charges after new results of a DNA test reveal who is the father of the baby.
Who the daddy? You are not the father. Who is the daddy? Is it the 12-year-old boy or is it stepdaddy?
News 4's John Hayes talked to investigators today. And John, first of all, this is ghastly, man. An 11-year-old girl. How sure are they of this latest development being correct in the case?
Ghastly is the right word, Kevin. Very serious allegations here. The Muskogee County District Attorney's Office tells me a DNA test says there's only a 0.1% chance the child's stepdad isn't the father of her baby, but prosecutors are now dropping the hammer.
It is horrific.
Horrific allegations made against this Muskogee County couple, Dustin Walker and Cherie Walker.
Both of them arrested earlier this month after their 11-year-old child gave birth in their house, and they claimed they didn't know she was pregnant. Muskogee County Assistant District Attorney Janet Hudson says,
I mean, the 11-year-old child was obviously raped. She cannot give consent.
She cannot give consent. She was obviously raped. They said that the mother and the stepfather say, we didn't know she was pregnant. They both say we didn't know that she was pregnant. Got that. So since she couldn't give consent, so if she also said that she was having sexual contact with the 12-year-old, you know that she couldn't give consent. So was she raped then? Or again, will we chalk it up as they was being nosy? It's not nosy. Curious. Go ahead.
The 11-year-old child was obviously raped. She cannot give consent by whomever this person is.
Our affiliate in Tulsa spoke with a woman who said she was the 11-year-old's grandmother.
We didn't know this was happening.
Who wanted to go by Michelle about who could be responsible.
She keeps telling us that it was the little 12-year-old boy that I used to keep. I babysat.
Regardless, Hudson says they tested the stepfather, Dustin Walker's DNA, and on Saturday, the results came in. Hudson says the test did more than keep him in the running. It found with 99.9% probability he is the father of the new baby.
That is the allegation, and that is the report from OSBI on the DNA.
Both parents are facing dozens of charges tied to the new mother and their 5 other younger children. Dustin Walker is accused of child sex abuse and neglecting 6 kids. Cherie Walker is accused of enabling his abuse and neglecting the kids as well. Hudson says she just keeps going back to the little girl who shouldn't have to be a mom.
You say the mother gave consent.
She would have conceived when she was approximately 10. The trauma that she has endured, I cannot fathom, and the community as a whole is outraged with what has occurred.
Hudson says her office is taking each of these allegations very seriously, but with caution, noting the couple's charges are potentially punishable by up to life in prison.
Stunning new details.
You get life in prison, boy. Oh, 10-year-old, get you a little life piece out here in these streets. I wonder will he have to pay child support. I don't know, but so the grandmother didn't even know that she was pregnant. So that means, in my mind, the grandmother wasn't around her grandbabies. 6 children living without no water for about 2 years, and they be having the nerve to have dogs. Some nasty ass people. Boy, I look like the Hugh brothers and sisters. Boy, y'all be doing the most. Y'all really be doing the most. You say that poor little girl. You say a child having a child through rape. That is horrible. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. But what if that was also in God's plan? Moving right along. I ain't gonna eat much. Hold ya. Bam. What was this right here? Got that. Let me go ahead on and throw y'all this one right here. All right. Let's go to Atlanta. Real quick. I'm at y'all come on in, man. Y'all go ahead on and hit the thumbs up button. We also is on the green. We also is slow me down, baby girl. Slow me down. That's the wrong one. We also screaming live on the green. We on the green and we on the blue. We on the green and we're on the blue because that's how we're going to close out the show. Well, that is where we're going to close out the show. That is, what the hell? Something happened.
And with that story, that's all new this hour.
Okay, let me get myself together. Get this right here together. We have a mother. out of Atlanta who has been charged after her elementary school student, after her child and got the gun and then took it to school and then shot in the toilet. Here we go.
And with that story, that's all new this hour. Police say the mother of a 9-year-old did not secure her gun, and that's how that child was able to get it. Channel 2 Gwinnett County Bureau Chief Matt Johnson is live at Meadow Creek Elementary School, where that child is accused of firing a shot inside a toilet in one of the school's bathrooms. Matt, that child could have been hurt or hurt some others.
That was definitely the big fear here among parents, and police say that child's mother kept a gun in a lockbox like this one, but the problem is they say that the lock here was broken, and they say that she knew about it and still didn't fix it, even with kids in the home. That's in part why she was charged after her 9-year-old son had already been arrested for the incident here. Gwinnett County School Police charge Devashay Webb after they say her 9-year-old son brought a 9mm handgun to Meadow Creek Elementary and fired it into a toilet. An arrest warrant says the mother kept the gun in a lockbox in a closet, but it had a broken lock that she knew about. It also says she didn't search her son's backpack the morning of August 15th. We now know that Webb was arrested last Wednesday for a misdemeanor reckless conduct charge. I went by her home Monday, but no one answered.
I would like parents to lock up their guns.
Amanda Poniagua is a Meadow Creek parent who's relieved the shooting happened in an empty bathroom, but says she supports holding parents accountable.
This was too close to home. This is where my son goes to school, the bathroom he uses every day. It could have been bad.
At last Thursday's school board meeting, the board approved a plan for unarmed security officers at elementary schools. Weapons detectors are being installed in middle and high schools, but not on elementary campuses. The district is aiming to eventually have a school resource officer at every elementary school.
But at least they're doing something, and I hope they do the metal detectors outdoors.
Parents hope that this close call is a wake-up call for gun owners with children in their homes.
Kids can get their hands on them, and kids are kids, and they're making bad choices.
And since this incident on August 14th, the mother posted a $1,500 bond and has been released from jail. Details about the disciplinary and criminal charges against the child have not been released. Live in Gwinnett County, Matt Johnson, Channel 2 Action News.
Parents want some answers when situations like this. Matt, thank you. And we have more details on guns found in other metro Atlanta schools. In Cherokee County, police took a River Ridge High School student into custody. That was in May. They said that student brought a handgun onto campus in Woodstock. In Gwinnett County, also in Gwinnett, in April, administrators at Snellville Middle School said 2 students faced charges for having a gun and bullets. And in Lilburn, back in February, police arrested another student for bringing a gun to Parkview High School. In with that story.
Listen, the mama got a look on her face like, I know good as hell where this little fool ain't take. Boy, he just like his damn daddy. I know good as hell where he ain't take his my damn gun to school. Jesus. See, now she had what we tell a lot of gun owners to have, and that's to have a safe box, a safe box, a safety mechanisms and stuff like that right there to keep your kids safe, or keep people who is not supposed to have your gun or to be able to get your gun. The lock box broke. The lock on the box had them broke. So since she had the box but the lock was broke, do we charge her half? Like do we charge her do we give her a whole charge, or do we give her a half a charge? Because she tried. She got the box. Box was just broke. She ain't had no time to run on up to the gun show, the gun shop or nothing like that right there. You know what I'm saying? She ain't have time to go on Amazon on her phone and order a new gun box. She just didn't have time. But y'all gotta be careful. Y'all really do gotta be careful out here with your kids. And like they say, well, she did not check his book bag before he went to school. When do we check book bags? Huh? I don't think we check book bags at all. Now, a lot of people may say, well, we check book bags the first day maybe because, we buying school supplies or something like that right there. But other than that, check no damn bags. He ain't grown. He was 9. Did you grown? Give y'all a pat on the back. Y'all made it to the end of the nightly news around here in these YT streets. Thank y'all for joining the player. I am going to be shortening my shows on YouTube and giving more over to the green and over to the blue. So I do understand that a lot of you all don't want to be around there on them things because y'all is really, really stuck on YT, but YT ain't stuck on me. You know what I'm saying? They treat me like garbage out here in these streets, and I got to wean myself off of YT. It just I'm just gonna have to let go and let God. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to just go ahead on and do that right there until they decide to stop shadow banning me. I'm putting in too much work. I've always put in too much work, but I can't keep complaining and keep doing the same thing. That's just stupid. That's really, really stupid. Players, prostate cancer awareness around here at the Willie Williams Show says just a finger. So your prostate don't work, your meat don't work. Mess around and lose your little la-la or your life. It's your choice. You make the call. Your body, your booty. I am here to help. Yes, I am. Yes, I'm is. I appreciate all the support. Support is a verb out here. Support is a verb out here. Support is a verb out here. We going to the green and the blue. Links down in the description. Appreciate y'all for rocking with a player. I